What's up, weebs? Welcome back to Anime Lane, the podcast where we take you down the yellow brick road of anime and have a look at everything it has to offer. As always, I'm your host, Notorious, and joining me once again today is Shaun.
Hello.
And Melina.
You.
Huh?
Yo.
You.
Yo.
My inner German Alpine singer just came out.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, what's the song? Well, one, there's that meme of the Japanese
yo
and the dun, and then there's also you crank that soldier boy and you.
What are we
We're not doing
On
this.
today's episode, Jesus Christ, we're searching for Laputa in Castle in the Sky, written and directed by Hayao Miyazaki, music by Joe Hisaishi, animation production by Studio Ghibli. It premiered in Japanese theatres August 2nd, 1986. It's available on Netflix globally, along with the rest of the Studio Ghibli catalogue, on home video via G-Kids in the US and Studio Canal in the UK. This is also technically Studio Ghibli's first production. While Nausicaa is seen as a Ghibli work, it was produced under Topcraft prior to the foundation of the studio. Then Zenigata is off the case in Lupin the Third Voyage to Danger, directed by Masaki Osumi, written by Hiroshi Kashiwabara, music by Yuji Ono, animation production by TMS. It originally aired July 23rd, 1993. It is available on home video via Discotheque in the US. So yeah.
Wow.
Oh man, I'm breathless after just reading that.
Yeah, that's you've done. You're done for the day now. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Castle in the Sky.
Oh my god, we
Yeah.
got real fucked up by someone getting sick, I guess.
Yeah.
We're recording 3 days late.
Yeah.
We were meant to record this on a Wednesday. It is now a Saturday, which is weird in and of itself. I've never done that before.
Absolutely.
And so normally I think how we all do this is we watch some stuff on the Monday, some stuff on the Tuesday, and that's our 2 anime episodes secured, locked in. And so now all of us have watched something on the Monday and then had to wait 4 days before watching the rest. And
which we try to avoid.
yes.
Yeah.
So now I think we're all desperately clinging to the memories of Castle in the Sky, trying to
I liked the vibes.
Oh, this is easily one of my favourite Miyazaki films, I think.
I will say, I did say to you right after I watched it, it might be my favourite Ghibli that we've seen so far, purely just on the world that it's in.
Yeah.
Just because I can be a sucker for that sort of half fantasy, half steampunk sort of thing that this movie really goes for.
Yeah.
And by the end, it reminded me almost of Zelda. In a way, specifically Breath of the Wild, the ruins that you can go in there. I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom yet, so
I did see on Letterboxd a lot of people comparing it to Tears of the Kingdom, and I was like, oh yeah, you know what, I do see it.
I felt that definitely near the end of it, but this movie just felt so cozy.
It definitely has those Ghibli cozy vibes. Yeah, I just I want to get out of the way that Manuel was giggling throughout this movie.
Because she's called Cheetah.
No, because Laputa.
Oh, okay, yeah,
The
because
bitch.
yeah, the bitch, yeah. That is the name of the place.
Yeah, and it's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
But then you have a character named Sheeta,
Yes.
and that just
Yeah.
is a whole giggle fest.
Cheetah Laputa.
Yep. And Patsu, which is very close to Patso, which means crazy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought I was going in a different direction.
So
yeah.
did you watch it in Japanese?
Yes.
Okay, so we all did the same thing.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll bring up the fact that the soundtrack is completely different for the English dub.
Really?
Yeah. So if you're watching it on Netflix, it's the Disney dub that's available with it, and for some reason, I can't fathom why, because they never did it with any of the other ones, they decided that American audiences would want more music. So they got in Joe Hisaishi and went, no, don't do any of that atmospheric shit you did.
No.
Let's make it orchestral and symphonic. And
Oh.
add in so much more music.
Let's go overboard.
Yeah, because the scene where they
no.
get to Laputa and Sheeta and it's Pazu, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, wake up and they're looking out over it, and there's silence. It's that moment of like, this is an abandoned place that no one set foot in, nobody's here. You can sort of just hear the birds in the distance.
Breathe it in,
take it in. There's a point where you're not sure if your sound is on. It's that quiet. And in that moment, there's just this big score underneath it. And I was like, man, talk about ruining the fucking moment.
Yeah.
Because that was the one point that I did switch to the English and was like, did they do what I think that they did here?
Of course they did.
And they did.
I think it so depends on your viewpoint, because they see it like, they reached it. They reached the nirvana. Yeah. Meanwhile, no, it's what happened here.
It's a quiet moment.
Yeah,
of like,
it's far more subtler than I think Disney really wanted to go for.
This is easily like Miyazaki's subtlest film when it comes to his principal themes that he puts into most of his stuff. Like,
I think that might be why it's my favorite Ghibli.
Yeah, like I don't feel like I'm being battered over the head with, we need to take care of the environment. You know, this isn't Mononoke, this isn't Nausicaa, this isn't even Totoro's a bit more heavy-handed with it.
Like, fucking hell, Miyazaki, I get your whimsical shit, but stop choking me with it.
See, I didn't really get the environmental stuff. I don't know if I'm missing something.
It's the whole point of like the Laputa aspect of it. So like, it's an abandoned civilization, it's not been touched in a while, it's being reclaimed by nature, and then everybody wants to go in and take over and get
human
a piece of it.
is like, it's me. It's for me.
I definitely got that sort of messaging by near the end, when like it's sort of like flying away and stuff, and you can see that it's just like full of roots and stuff that have like taken over, and I just was like, oh, if you didn't know already, the message is nature always wins.
Yes.
On some level.
Yeah.
I didn't really like. I knew it had environmentalist undertones, but I was like, I'm not sure if I'm grasping it.
Yeah, it is one where I was like, I was watching it and I was like, I think the messaging's just a little unclear.
Yeah.
Like, I think, as much as I say it's his subtlest film, I think it maybe just needed that little bit more of a degree to it.
Yeah.
Just to get it across, because, like, it's meant to be, like, a contrasting, like, sort of, like, where we start and where we end up, where it's, like, Laputa's abandoned, it's reclaimed by nature, it's sort of reset to a balanced state, so to speak. And then you have the start of the film where like Pazu is and they're like, it's all mines, it's all industrial, it's all ravaged by humans and stuff like that. And I think it's not clear enough throughout the whole film, because you've also got the militaristic aspect of it with the cartoonish villains, and it's like you can't really blame them for being cartoonish, but at the same time they're so cartoonishly evil that it's hard to understand the role that they're playing within the dynamic.
The main bad guy does like a full-on evil laugh. He's like blasting like the colonel or like the general or whatever. I was like, oh, you're just like a Saturday morning cartoon villain now. Like any nuance is gone. I will say also, just to get back to quickly on the whole message being muddled thing, I did remember this one moment, I think it was near the end when it was with the roots like taking hold and stuff, and I was like, okay, I know the message is nature always wins, but it feels like there is a more depth here, but I'm not sure I'm really getting what that depth is supposed to be. Just in the way it's shot and the way they're like sort of crawling on it and stuff, or like like the two main characters are like walking on it. And stuff. It felt like, I can't remember exactly what sparked it, but it feels like there was something there that made me think. It feels like there's a deeper meaning here, but I can't quite. I don't feel like it's fully shaped enough for me to grasp it. Yeah. So I kind of get that, that the message is a bit more muddled than it really should have been. Yeah, for me, I couldn't look past the ending as like a carbon copy of the end of Gundam. I fucking... Of course, it's always Gundam. So, like, we've watched the original trilogy, and at the end of that, there's the whole fight at Aobaoku, the like asteroid base. Oh yeah. And at the end, you've got the part where like Amuro's on like the core fighter of the Gundam, and it's like floating away, and he like finds the crew of White Base, and everybody like grabs onto him and brings him in and stuff. As like you see Aobaoku like sort of self-destructing in the background.
and it's almost framed exactly the same as and Castle of the Sky did almost the exact same thing, where like they're all on like the escape ships, the pirates and stuff like that, and they grab Sheeta and Pazu as like, you know, the tree floats up into the sky. And I was watching this and I'm like, why does this look so... Oh, it's fucking Gundam. This is how Gundam ended. They did this 7 years ago.
The difference is Gundam had significantly more headshots.
Yes, it did. It did. Yeah. It also made me realize that the cartoonishly evil like guy is almost like a Char clone, a little bit.
A little, yeah. Now you mention it.
But like not as good as other Char clones are.
Oh.
Because he loses all the aspects of Char that make him cool.
Evil.
I'm not saying that as the person who's drawn a Char.
If you might be looking at the screen now.
No, it's his Quattro Bambino. What are you talking about?
I believe you this time, but I swear to God, if it gets revealed later on that he's Char, I'm going to be so mad.
But yeah, it is a confused. I love the film. It's a very like wholesome and nice piece. There is a weird part in the middle where everyone on the ship is perving on Sheeta.
That's so fucking weird. Yeah,
it's so out of nowhere.
And I think they tried to justify it by being like, "Oh, she's turning into Mama, or she's gonna turn it." But it's still fucking weird.
I genuinely think they were going with, "Oh, she's she's beautiful. She's like a princess and stuff," and it's like, no. I know this is like what 1986. You should know the connotations, but you don't quite fully know the connotations yet.
I mean, this is an underlying issue with Ghibli movies, I think, where like Miyazaki sort of has a hand in creating the whole lolicon characterization.
That's a fucking child.
Yeah.
This crew is full of fucking weirdos.
Yep.
In pink leggings.
Yes.
That's a choice.
Yeah. Those bloomers should not have fit Sheeta.
No.
Not in the slightest.
No.
Eggman's on the ship as well for some reason.
Yeah, he's there.
I got fucking jump scared when he pops up. He just sprouts out of the ground and I'm just like,
Didn't one of the last Lupin movies we watched had an Eggman looking fucker?
Some
movie we watched semi-recently.
I don't know. I know that in Pro Mayor, Mike Pollock showed up.
Oh yeah, he's in the dub. That's right.
In retrospect,
yeah.
But yeah, Eggman just full on.
That's what he looks like.
That's him.
I guess Eggman stole this design because this predates Eggman.
It does. Yeah, this fully predates Sonic.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
This was like what 86.
86. Yeah.
Sonic was 91. So. Wow, Eggman was a clone the whole time.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Wow. I don't know what to do with that information.
Yeah, no,
that feels
I need
wrong.
to process that for a minute, so we're going to have 4 minutes of silence. Where we're just going to really...
I will just, hold on, I will recite the entire...
I'm gonna play Green Hill Zone underneath this.
Let's take this time to piss on the moon. Cut. Okay,
yeah, back.
We've processed.
I think this movie's too long.
I don't think it needs to be a full 2 hours.
No.
It didn't need to be, no.
No, it kind of... It drags.
It's the middle section
Yes.
Yeah.
For once, I didn't really mind the length, which is weird, because I feel like I'm usually the one that's like either... This is too long or this is too short, because I realize a lot of my sentiments and stuff we've watched, especially Ghibli, I've learned, is that could have cut this, could have cut this down, could have made this into something else. But for once, I felt like it was long. Yeah, and it didn't need to be that long, but I didn't mind.
Like the vibes, yes, they were still good, but you reach a point where you're like, okay, we're still going.
Yeah,
nothing much is happening, and then they find Laputa, and you're like, I still have 40 minutes.
Yeah,
I feel like you want to have like 30, 25 talks.
Yeah, I think the whole Laputa section would have been less of an issue had it maybe gotten to the point a little faster.
Yeah.
Because there's the whole, like, opening 30 minutes where you don't really know what's happening. She falls from the ship, Pazu rescues her, they get to know each other a little bit. They're then chased by the pirates.
I want to mention one of my favorite scenes is Patsu grabbing the necklace and being like, watch this.
Check it out.
And just falls through a roof. I'm like, slay.
Yeah.
I can't remember if that was like after it was revealed that he's just living alone there in this random house.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, but like I did have this image where like he drops down into the ceiling and immediately some adult comes down and is like, oh, you little fuck, what have I told you about doing this shit?
But yeah, I think that whole like part leading up to them, I guess, leaving like the village.
It's
the mining town.
Yeah, like it goes and it goes and it goes, and it's like the whole time it got to a point where they're like being chased on the train tracks for like the third time, and I was like, I don't know anyone. I don't know why they're chasing this person.
Yeah.
I don't know what the overarching story is yet.
We know her necklace is important because
I think at that point I allowed myself to just sort of get lost in the movie a little bit, and I was just like, okay, I'll just join on this ride.
Yeah.
Why not? It's like a fairy tale. Why not? There's a magic MacGuffin you gotta just take somewhere. Just do it. Just go there.
But at that point, we don't know that even needs to be taken somewhere.
I mean, I feel like at a certain point, you know, it's gotta go somewhere at some point.
Well, yeah, from the title of the film, you can probably guess. Yeah, Castle in the Sky.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, that's probably where it needs to go. I'm ready to go.
But it's then the fact that like it's still like another 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Before they actually get to the point of like, yes, we need this because it will lead us to Laputa. Laputa is a real place.
I think even more than that, because they
see caveman.
Yeah, they
rock
train
caveman.
tracks. They flee from the pirates. Then they encounter the military. Also wants them.
Yes.
So they go into the caves.
Yep.
Caveman's like, "Sup, dude."
He's like, this rock that's never gonna come up again.
No, it's cool.
It's cool.
Right?
It lights up.
It's shiny.
Please put away your necklace. It is dazzling me.
It hurts my eyes.
Forgive me, I am not used to women.
Sweetheart, please put that away. I have epilepsy.
But then they get captured by the military, or Sheeta gets captured by the military, and Pazu goes with the pirates to rescue her.
Paz was also captured, but they're like, just go.
Yeah. And it's not until like they're at like the military base part that we actually get to understand anything about the story.
Yeah.
And I think that's like the big thing is it's like you could have maybe just made the opening a little leaner to get to the story just like that little bit faster, because as a cinematic presentation that would work. The length of it works.
Just cut the cave out.
Yes.
Cut the cave.
Yeah.
Shorten the chase.
Especially because the relevance of the cave never really comes up again.
No.
Like, we don't need to know that light shining on the stone makes it point to Laputa. Like, we find that out later.
Yeah, it's
so
demonstrated to us by, like, the bad guy.
Uh-huh. So, like, the whole point of rock light up rock kind of has no relevance.
Yeah, no.
But shiny rocks.
Yeah, I agree, shiny rock cool, but come on.
Shiny rock.
Like, if the military just capture them on the train tracks.
Yeah.
No difference.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then Iron Golem shows up, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love that boy.
He's a cool dude.
He's a cool dude.
Yeah. He goes down for the crew.
Hell yeah.
In the
club.
In the club.
We all
Jesus Christ.
I am saluting.
Yeah, then
they end up on the pirate ship.
Yeah.
That's when
because the pirates are good guys now.
Yeah, suddenly the pirates are good guys.
Or, well, they're the protagonists now. I wouldn't call them good guys.
Yeah.
And they're still creepy fucks.
They kind of grow to like parent Sheeta and Pazu a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But they still want treasure.
Pirates at heart.
Yeah. They're not quite One Piece pirates, which are like pirates you actually want to root for.
Yeah. They're in the middle.
Yeah.
In the middle of One Piece pirates and Peter Pan pirates. They are squarely in the middle.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
In the Lupin area of lovable thieves.
It really is the vibes of this film that I think carry it more than anything else.
Yeah.
Like, it is my favorite Miyazaki film, and I keep saying Miyazaki and not Ghibli because there are other Ghibli films I think are better. I
do want to state, every time I say this is my favourite Ghibli film, I'm not counting Grave with the Fireflies.
That's
or something like that.
That, to me, Grave with the Fireflies stands so separately.
Yes.
Just in theme.
Yeah.
And in story, because you can't
tonally,
it's
in everything.
So oh my god, yeah.
It stands alone in everything.
Yeah. Like, I hate to say it, but like Isao Takahata making Grave of the Fireflies under Ghibli kind of makes Miyazaki doing the same kind of thing every single film make him look a bit like a hack.
Yeah.
And the fact that like Takahata only made 5 films, like that's all he directed, I think, in general, all of which were under Ghibli, and they were so concentrated and like particular in what they were. They were all vastly different.
They had a very specific vision.
Yeah, like The Tale of Princess Kaguya is still held up as like one of the greatest animated films of all time. It does make, you know, Miyazaki
comes in with
13 or 14 films that are all about environmentalism.
It's the same old fucking formula.
Yeah. Young girl.
Please stop. Can we put him in the fucking home already?
He's gonna die before he gets another one made. Already took him like 6 years to make The Boy and the Heron.
Stop being a dick to your son.
I don't know, Goro kind of deserves it.
Oh, wow, okay.
They're both as bad as each other.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
It's a mutual hatred cycle right there. That's
fantastic.
So cool.
It's very funny watching like
very healthy.
Yeah. It's very funny watching there's is it 10 years of Miyazaki? I think when Miyazaki was making Ponyo, maybe it's not. Oh man, yeah, I think it's one of the docs. There's multiple documentaries on Miyazaki at this point.
Citation needed.
Yeah. As around the time he's making, I think, Ponyo, and then Goro was making his first film under Ghibli, and like Hayao Miyazaki is like, he has no experience. He has no, like.
Who gave this boy a platform?
He has no style. He has no grace.
He has no merit to be here.
No.
Yet because he's my son, the producers think that he can produce a competent work. And Goro's like, I am being treated like a fucking imbecile. My dad doesn't want to talk to me. And I'm like, well, you did just kind of waltz in and go, I want to make a movie. And for some reason, Toshio Suzuki, the producer, kind of went,
okay.
Fuck it, sure.
No, why not? I'll take a risk.
And then you made Tales from the Earthsea, which is one of the most diabolically bad movies ever made.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I kind of get why your dad didn't want to talk to you. He just kind of rocked up to his workplace and went, I want a job.
Yeah, and to think his dad, like, do you think he showed him the script? I was like, notes?
Did Miyazaki write Tales from the Earthsea? I can't remember. Because I know that there is a Goro film that Miyazaki... there is a Goro Miyazaki movie that Hayao Miyazaki wrote.
Okay.
I need to double check which one it is.
Bear with us.
But yeah, no, their relationship is fascinating because like you kind of get Miyazaki's hatred towards his son after a while. You're like, wow, you're a bit of a petulant child.
Yeah, because
okay.
Being gifted your first movie, fuck you.
He then made like 2 more TV movies under them, and he then made 2 more. Was it 2 TV movies? And then he made Earwig and the Witch, which was Ghibli's first 3D animated film, and again resoundingly disliked. Like something like 23% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe the kid deserves it. But still.
God. Yeah.
Stop making movies.
Stop being bad at this.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Well, even if you're not bad at it, just stop. You're like, what? How old is Miyazaki now?
Hayao or Goro?
Hayao.
80.
Stop.
Yeah.
Also, did you guys get like King Kong vibes when like the Iron Thing was protecting Shida?
Not really, no.
I got Iron Giant.
I got Iron Giant.
Well, I haven't seen Iron Giant, so.
Man!
I haven't seen it in a long time, actually. I need to rewatch it.
Yeah. Next week!
It's animated.
Okay, only the audience is going to hear what I just said.
No.
That's fine. Never mind.
Say it again.
Moments passed. Say it again.
No, I got like massive King Kong fan. Maybe it is because I haven't seen the Iron Giant, but just, big boy protect little lady. That's neat. No,
I didn't get that.
Okay, fair. No. Also, I think Sheeta was saved too easily there.
Yeah.
Just grab her. Just grab her.
They had every opportunity to like get her back.
Oh yeah.
In that moment.
Oh yeah.
Because they took like fucking ages to come back round and grab her.
I mean, Mama like fainted and just was flailing around at some point, but come on, guys, get to work.
Can you take this seriously?
You have a job to do here. Come on.
Yeah.
You're a military. Get your shit together.
Yes.
Get it? Put it all in a No, I'm not gonna quote Rick and Morty.
No. It's too intelligent for this.
Oh, don't do that. Don't.
I'm staring at you both.
Fair
enough. Yeah. You got any more notes on Castle in the Sky you want to bring up?
I'm looking. The evil guy being king, I did not care anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
he's related to Lapita.
Yeah, they're a branch family.
Of course they are.
Okay, sure.
Whatever.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
This doesn't really happen in monarchies. This is purely a feudalistic idea, but okay.
Yeah.
Like, bro, just own it and say you're like conquering the whole thing.
Yeah, but it's like it's quite small. I'm like, I don't. What do you want to be king of? The
treasure? World.
I mean, he wants to become king of the world. It's got like a fucking planet laser on it.
Yeah.
So
he's basically got the nuke.
All points, no quells.
Damn.
That's right.
Yeah, I've got.
And I'm not saying anything coming to mind right now.
I've got a note from Manuel.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah, he said, does every Ghibli movie have a point where two children are just yelling each other's names?
Yeah, that's Miyazaki. Yeah.
And he was like, there's always a point where they're yelling each other's names, and it goes on for too long. It's as if they want us to know for sure what the characters' names are, in case they forgot.
That's what I mean. Like, Miyazaki just kind of makes the same movies over and over again. Like, even Totoro is like similar to this.
I mean, I think in its core it's a little different because I feel like a lot of his movies are like children where parents
yeah,
and at least in Totoro you have that the family is moving but the kids go off and whatever.
But then Spirited Away also has the exact same thing.
Yeah, that's Spirited Away as well.
But then you have parents immediately. No. No, you don't.
Yeah, her goal is get parents back.
Yeah, it doesn't happen.
Yeah, because they turn to fucking pigs.
I forgot about the whole pig thing.
Yeah. I can't forget it.
Yeah, no. No, I think I expected so much more from this movie, unfortunately. And I think the length is what made it ultimately less enjoyable. Because I hate it when I'm watching a movie and I just lean back and I'm like, oh my god, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what happens to you. You fully lost me. Okay, you're doing this. Okay, so what? Fine. But yeah, vibe's good.
Yeah.
Vibe's very good.
Very nice.
I think you just summed up Miyazaki movies for me.
I don't care.
No, I think
give it a
more,
vibes out of 10.
Yeah.
I think more so that like you kind of go in with expectations because it's Studio Ghibli, it's Hayao Miyazaki, and then you get 2 hours of this, which if you didn't have the expectations is really good.
Yeah, you'd be like, hell yeah.
Yeah, solid 8 out of 10. But because you got the whole Ghibli and Miyazaki expectation attached to it, you're expecting some fucking world-rending shit. You know, you're expecting.
You want to be moved.
Yeah, your whole understanding of civilization and love for film to be shaken to its core. I'm sorry, I'm only ripping on this because he got a fucking Oscar for Spirited Away, and it's like, come on, man.
No, that's real. That's so fucking real.
Yeah.
It should have been Mononoke or Nausicaa, man. Like, come on.
I mean, honestly, genuinely, every time we watch a Ghibli movie, more and more, every time I think back to the fact that Spirited Away got the fucking Oscar.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fucking really?
Spirited
Away.
Yeah.
So many of the Oscars are legacy awards nowadays.
Yes.
Like no young people are winning anything.
No. It's like, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have won for The Revenant. Man.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. I may bring this up in another episode, but the fact that Lynch only got like a recognition award and never actually won for best directorial,
I think they're scared.
Probably, yeah. I don't think the Academy understood any of his movies.
No,
no way. But that bugged me. He got like a lifetime award instead of like an actual one.
Yeah,
which sucks because like multiple of his movies were up for best picture and best director at some point. Mulholland Drive lost.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Do we want to jump to our scores? Any more notes?
I can't think of any more notes. Again, a lot of this movie for me is purely just on like feelings and less like an actual analytical deep dive into it, because it's hard to do that with Miyazaki.
Yeah.
Unless
it's environmentalism, like that's it.
Unless it's like, did he do Pompoko?
No, that was Takahata.
Oh, okay. Wow, Takahata really fucking failed me on Pompoko.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna rant on Pompoko again because fuck Pompoko.
Hey, I love.
No, fuck that movie.
You can love your Tanuki balls all you want.
The more I think about it in my head, the more I dislike that movie.
Yeah. I actually get a headache thinking about Pompoko.
that didn't need to be 2 fucking hours, I'll tell you.
No, that's true. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, scores.
9 out of 10.
8 out of 10, I think, for me.
6.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, because if I understood the environmental tone, maybe, and if it was shorter, maybe.
Yeah.
It just had a lot of potential, which I always hate saying that, but if you just tweaked it, maybe listened to a few more people who were saying this doesn't work.
Yeah.
Then I think it could have really been something nice. I mean, I respect it for what it is. I understand it being like high rated. I understand like really vibing with it, even if you watch it as a kid and stuff. Just watching it now for the first time, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's just fine.
I think it might have been around 21 when I first watched this, so like I don't have like a nostalgia take for it or anything. I
mean, I definitely don't. I've rated it higher than you.
Yeah. So that's Castle in the Sky, another Ghibli one ticked off. Nice. Only like 20 more of them ago.
Now back to our bestie.
Yeah,
it's our boy.
Yeah,
a perfectly cromulent
Lupin.
It's what you expect.
Yeah, I've never walked away with less feeling from a Lupin movie.
It just finished.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay.
For a film that vibes in the Cold War, there was nothing like actually interesting about it.
It's funny because this is post Cold War as well, so they were kind of late to the punch. Can I will say this is a strange time where I feel like it could have gone on longer, but I feel like if it actually did go on longer, I wouldn't like it.
I mean, I have to admit, like, I think I fully zoned out during the last like 30 or 20 minutes.
Yeah,
like the whole part where like Lupin gets in the sub and like leaves, and I was like, there's still a half hour left.
Yeah.
What?
Definitely. I mean, I think it starts off with a premise where we're like, ooh, it's gonna be very different.
Yeah.
You know, Zenigata gets transferred off of Lupin's case, which it's about time.
Yeah.
He's not doing shit.
Yeah.
And they put in Keith.
Fucking Keith.
The most Street Fighter character to ever exist in the Lupin universe.
Fucking, like, who is it in Street Fighter? Guile.
Oh yeah, that is Guile. That's pretty much just Guile.
Yeah, no, like one of my notes is Keith means business, and by business I mean murder.
Yeah, that is his business.
Yes.
Yeah, no, he just gets introduced as like he's gonna murder, and the boss is even like, I don't really care if you bring him in dead or alive.
He's in the business.
No, that's the other movie.
And he's aiming for the top.
No. and like,
what did you just say? Sorry, I'm not sure I caught that. Can you please repeat that again?
I said he's in the business of misery and he's aiming for the top.
Okay. That feels like a reference. I don't get.
Yeah, no, it's Paramore, Misery Business.
Oh, cool.
No.
Yeah, wow, yeah, you really
I really
don't
don't.
have the same.
I'm staring at your dead eyes right now.
Wow, that's crazy. Melina got it.
I got it, yes. And like that whole sequence just begs the question: did he ever tell Senigata that? And Senigata was like, no. This man needs to be brought in alive. Not a scratch on him. Or was he just so done with Lupin existing that it was like, at this point, he could be, just kill him. Just get it over with. Because I'm putting so many officers on these cases and I'm never catching him.
I mean, he was paid probably a handsome amount to kill him.
Yeah, and he didn't even
by,
fucking
like,
do
the company,
it.
right?
Yeah, the shot shell.
Great name, by the way.
Yeah, like...
What do you think they do?
Yeah. I remember when we picked this movie, we were like, shot shell. They couldn't think of,
better name.
A good name. I wonder what they fucking do. I don't know if it's a case of Japanese just translations or something.
They literally say shot shell in Japanese.
I know, but I was like...
There was no translation. They just picked that.
Yeah, it's just shot shell.
Voyage. Danger.
Well, actually, the Japanese title is Orders to Assassinate Lupin.
Well,
which, is a lot more specific
than
Voyage.
A bit more straight to the point.
Yeah, I like Voyage.
There's not much voyaging, though.
I'll be honest. Halfway through this movie, I was like, they could have called this movie fucking anything.
Yeah.
Or better yet, any Lupin movie could have been called Voyage to Danger.
Yeah, yeah.
They all go to danger. That's the plot.
One of the funniest things is that, like, the TV special released the year before this was called, in English, From Siberia with Love. In Japanese, it's literally just From Russia with Love.
And that would have fit this.
Were just,
yeah, which is funny for the very Cold War, post-Cold War movie.
Yeah.
Is not called that.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't go to Siberia in this one, but, like, fucking close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does Bond go to Russia and From Russia with Love?
I don't know, it's been too fucking long.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Go on.
I was going to say something, I lost my point immediately. Sorry.
Yeah. Let's go to the Fujiko meter. Too much boob.
Yeah,
no,
there is a lot of boob.
No.
She gets introduced.
She's right. Let her speak this because I'm with her on this.
Yeah, so, we're in the beginning. We're trying to kidnap a Russian lady or whatever. Goemon just, rocks up, cuts car in half. Hell yeah. Up for that. Then fucking Fujiko rocks up with a leather jumpsuit.
Cleavage
halfway
out.
sit down. I'm like, girl, this is not practical.
Yeah.
First of all.
I did see that and I was like, when you're just motorcycling, tits out.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah.
I counter with women.
I understand. I understand, but you need to recognise on an objective standpoint, it's fucking stupid.
I know you got that dog in you, but come on, you need to recognise that it's impractical. Like, I don't care if she's just walking around with her tits out. I don't give a shit, but I care for her not getting hurt or getting
at the very least.
Like, she falls asphalt and she's just sliding down. That chest skin is gone.
It becomes more egregious when she's in the wetsuit and that's fully zipped up fine.
Yeah.
She's not even consistent.
So what's the fucking point? What's the fucking point, Michael? What's the point?
She slays.
She does,
you
but
can't
still, it's
slay
stupid.
your way out of this one.
I will say, every other time, like, she's in, like, the swimsuit, that's, like, fine.
Yeah.
That at least she's doing that on purpose.
Yeah, but the swimsuit's not as hot. Like,
Michael.
Disagree.
Objectively, for me, the, like, half unzipped biker outfit, and this, I realise, is digging into personal taste.
Yeah, it really is.
Does a lot more for me. That was a real neuron activation moment.
You were like not into his car gets cut enough. Oh. What's that?
I was like, I've seen Goemon do this a lot. Hello, Fujiko.
It's
on that Elsa Walker ride.
It's just so impractical. You know that?
I really don't give a shit about practicality. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, I'm sorry, but we do.
We care for women.
I care for women,
dignity.
just,
differently.
Yeah.
But her going in the swimsuit.
She made the choice. Her body, her choice.
Absolutely, but I care for her safety.
Sure, but like, auga.
Again, the swimsuit in the second half.
Better.
I was fine with that.
I've seen that kind of swimsuit on her so much, and like it's
not quite like
sure,
that.
Okay. I don't know. It's just the biker outfit, man. I want to start viciously barking like a dog.
Down.
There has been nothing that she's worn in any of these movies that's made me act like that before.
I do want to state, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
I do want to state, by the way, that like they draw the badonkas way larger than in like a lot of other things that she's been in, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like she get work done. At some point, like, holy fuck.
You can't ask that.
Yeah, but like, compare her here from like Cagliostro or something. There's a difference in size. There's a difference in size.
You know, 15 years does something to a woman.
Yeah.
Those aren't natural. I'm sorry,
Welcome
those aren't
to this
natural.
week's episode where we discuss Fujiga boobs. Natural, no.
It was happening at some point.
We've been on this topic way longer than I expected.
Yes, no.
You're the one that started barking.
Yeah.
Submarine. Who else here loves a fucking submarine?
I like. Yeah. I mean.
Yeah.
I did like the natural
Hunt for Red October.
Yep.
I'm gonna be honest. I just saw this like yesterday, and even like the actual plot details are a bit fuzzy. Did they really just like at one point Lupin was just be like, okay, part of my plan, we need to steal a sub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just random.
Nuclear, like active commissioned nuclear submarine.
Yeah.
They just kind of grabbed it.
Yeah. They drove a mystery truck. Mystery truck? No, news van.
Yeah, an American news
van, NYTV.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mexico tried to hitman it.
The Ivanov is like stationed in America at the time, I think. So I think that's why.
Yeah.
So I guess they were in New York docks. New York does not look like that.
No,
but
I don't think so.
why would a TV news crew be going into an active military base? I don't know.
To report.
The news.
Sure, I guess.
Submarine.
It's important.
Where did they get the Russian physicist?
They grabbed her.
Where from?
The car.
The car, yeah.
We just went over this.
They got her.
Yeah, but
the
was
car.
that in Russia or was that still in America? That's my thing. It's like, did they transport her from one country to another? And it's only when she's in the news van that she's like, I'm gonna grab the gun.
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think you're supposed to care this much.
Yeah, no, I think you're looking at the wrong things.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at two wrong
We've
things.
gone over that. Yeah,
exactly.
We've established that.
Down.
Bad. Stop.
I will get a water spray if I have to.
Look, if we ever make this a visual podcast, we're getting a water spray, the horny spray.
Making it a thing. It's just like there's just like a label on it that says horny.
Yeah, it's just like some tape with horny on it.
Yeah.
I'll just get like one of those like hold up like score things that just says dog.
And sometimes you'll just say something. Hopefully, when the laptop isn't right between us, you'll just say something. I'll just look at you and go.
Yeah.
Damn.
Or sometimes I just won't say anything. I'll just hold up the dog sign.
Just silently.
Just saying there while I'm talking with dog.
Threateningly holding it up, and you're just like, okay.
Okay, Russian lady.
Yeah, but she was kidnapped from somewhere.
Somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we're meant to care where.
Yeah.
How long it took to
Kidnapped by
transport
Lupin
her.
while she was being kidnapped by the shot shell guys.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and then we're like, she knows Jigen?
Yeah.
And immediately,
but
of
Jigen
course,
doesn't
I'm
really
like,
know her.
No.
It makes it seem like he knows her, but then he's like, I don't know her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, what it was alluding to me, I was like, they.
Yeah, I thought that
because
too.
that's what Lupin says. He's like, they're getting hot down there. And no, they're not. It couldn't be colder.
One of the Lupin lines of all time.
Yeah.
They're getting hot.
They're getting hot down there.
It's like, freezing. They're legit freezing. No. Yeah, no, I did not see the reveal coming of her being like, you killed my dad.
That's such a
That's what the
stereotypical
tension-
reveal.
You killed
like,
my father.
But I was like, that's the tension you've been having? Because I was not reading that.
There is like 100%. Sexual chemistry going
on. Her
100%.
eyes just sort of zoom in every time.
Yeah, no. When she said that, I was like, and you're into that? Like, and do we need to talk
Honestly,
about
the
this?
fact that like Jigen didn't go, I've killed a bunch of people. Like, you're
Probably.
gonna have to narrow that down.
You have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down, Hen.
Yeah, no.
Can I just say, it's at that moment you realise, oh, she's supposed to be like in her 20s.
Yeah.
She's not drawn like that.
No, she looks like... she's like 30, especially like given the whole like active physicist.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like in her early 20s?
Yeah.
No way.
I mean, she's drawn like she's in her late 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I was thankful for. We need more of that.
Yes. Oh, 100%. Yeah. At least she's not like a bunch of Lupin protagonists.
We find out she's
17
or something.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Also, Shot Shell.
Yeah, we've discussed the name.
Shot Shell.
Yes.
You know, stupid English name. Is ran by Jean-Claude.
Jean-Claude. They don't
Where's his right hand man? Van Damme.
Yeah,
like,
we don't hear his last name at any point.
No, his name is Jean. His last name is Claude.
His last name was supposed to be Claude?
Yeah, because they call him Jean the entire film.
I thought that was just a nickname he
No.
was saying. He was telling them to call him because he was a dick.
No, his name is Jean and Claude.
That's fucking stupid.
He has to have a brother. You know, like...
Van Damme!
I legit just assumed, like, as soon as we knew his name, I was like, oh, you just picked the first European name you saw, didn't you?
Yeah, this
like,
is really the Street Fighter movie of all time.
Now, running Shot Shell is Jean-Claude and the murderer coming to get them. Keith.
Jean-Claude, who by the end of the movie is basically Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't tell him that, because he's going to be like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, Musk would unfortunately think that that's a compliment. Yeah.
Who the fuck would find this guy cool?
Some people.
A loser like Musk.
Hey, there you go.
Hey.
That's the one. Yep. Also, both our boys get murdered.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I did not see Goemon being stabbed.
Yeah,
that came out of nowhere.
That was the moment I was like, oh, he's actually been stabbed.
Also, the fact that he's like, I bounced the blade off of Zantetsuken and it missed my heart. I'm like, that still cut one of your arteries, guy.
Yeah.
Like, that's
You're
not how that
still not
works.
good.
You're still dead.
The way it's described is it stopped the blade just before it hit the heart. So like it was like very much near
There are
the
still
heart.
so many arteries.
Oh
yeah,
my God,
you're still going into cardiac arrest.
Yeah, like you are
like he had
profuse blood loss.
He had to be fished from the ocean.
Yeah.
The water was turning red.
Yeah.
Like, he shouldn't have survived. I mean, you know, you watch this, we know the structure and all
Yeah.
that. We know they're coming back, but I was like, damn, they really just did that.
Is it worse or better than Jigen finding a convenient
a convenient hiding hole
right where he lands? Like, oh, that's useful.
I found it just in time. Oh, you mean as soon as you broke through the fucking window?
Yeah, no, that was a great moment.
What, you mean you fucking landed on it and then went through it?
But the thing is, that just meant he was anticipating a grenade.
Yeah, I mean, that's somehow the least surprising part of this.
I think Jigen is the kind of guy that lives his life anticipating a grenade.
Yeah.
Maybe, I feel like that's just anxiety, my dude.
It is. He just hides
I
it.
mean, you know what he does. Like,
Yeah.
Why do you think he smokes?
Fair.
He's hiding the pain.
Yeah, that's why Lupin smokes too.
Yeah. No, I just thought it was so funny that I think by the point Lupin kind of leaves the island in the submarine, everyone's like, your friends are still here. Like, they'll find me. Look,
I've done this like 50 different times with them. They'll survive.
They'll be fine. I'm like, we haven't heard from Goemon in a long fucking
Yeah.
time. Like, I was starting to believe, oh shit, like, did he have to go back to his
Japan.
origins and like heal Spearship?
Yeah.
There
some
was
shit?
a brief moment watching this film, like before it was revealed that they're obviously alive and stuff. But I was like, with the way it was like everything else had been framed, Zenigata being taken off Lupin's case, constant references to them getting old.
Yeah.
Jigen and Goemon being dead for a little bit of a while. I was thought,
Yeah, a little
is this
too
supposed
long.
to canonically be like the last Lupin for like a split second?
Has like a really interesting underlying like
Yeah.
confrontation of their like continued mortality in existence. Like
they're about retirement and stuff as well.
Like they're right. It has been like 15 years at that point since the series started, and they're already at the point of the series starting like meant to be 30, 35 or 40.
Yeah.
Which is even funnier now that part 6 literally it begins with like Jigen confronting his mortality again, being like, I think I need to retire, which is actually like the voice actor retiring in that episode. Because he's like fucking 90 or something like that.
God damn.
Yeah, Kiyoshi Kobayashi, I think.
Respect for doing it that long.
Yeah. Like I think he was the only one left from like the original like cast at that point. But yeah, no, interesting. And then the actual film is a bit doesn't really do anything with the concept at all.
No,
they bring it up and then they go and steal a nuclear reactor and a couple of submarines.
Yeah, they first won, and then they're like, oh, if we just wrap like some chain around some other ones, so just that's how they work. Yeah, just
tow them away.
Yeah, just tow the smaller submarines with the big submarines.
Call them up.
That's how it works.
Just call them up.
Also, a sliced up reactor. I don't think that's how that works. No. Like, I don't think that's how they.
I don't think nuclear reactor comes in like sliced up donuts.
No, I also don't think they'd be storing it out in the open air like that. Just, you know.
It's probably not safe to roll them.
No.
Yeah.
So that's a Misery Business reference.
Oh, God.
A rolling reference. God.
Gonna get I got that last one, though.
Yeah, you fucking made it. I'd like to think you
Yeah,
as
long as we don't sing Disney songs, we should be okay.
So
No.
There was fear in that voice.
Like, you sing 2-3 seconds well enough. And they're like, up.
Oh, no. You think we can do it well enough?
You never know, you might hit a note or two.
Mouse is going to come for our kneecaps.
It's fine, I'll just claim it's Steamboat Willie. That's fine.
Yeah, true. Yeah, fair. Yeah,
We're still talking about Lupin.
Yeah, we are.
We're losing our fucking
God.
Absolutely.
You can tell we've not been in person for a while.
Oh, for sure.
Like, I think this movie did have the classic notes that we kind of want from a Lupin movie. Is it a good one? Is it? Yeah. We've seen worse. We've seen better.
Yeah.
It's just kind of, it's there.
It's a Lupin.
I actually had to check, like, what did we watch before this? And it was Princess of the Breeze, and I was like, oh, that one was fun. Ultimately forgettable.
Very.
But then I was like, man, I just keep thinking about Angel Tactics while watching this one.
That's the last one that was, like, truly exceptional that we've watched.
I also think that, like, conceptually,
it's
there's
stronger.
enough similar elements that Angel Tactics becomes the stronger piece. Like, it kind of deals with that whole, like, what are they called? Not private military, but, like, the whole kind of, like, black company.
Mercenaries and stuff,
the sort of, like, people running wars and, like, creating war at profit and stuff like that. And, like, Angel Tactics did it really well while also leaning into the ridiculousness of anime.
Yeah.
And then there's this, which is like meant to be a bit more of a tonally serious piece. That
but it just hits maybe because of the time we're living in, where evil guy is like, I just start wars to make profit. I'm like, oh.
I will say when
I heard probably exist.
Yeah, when I heard the motivation, I was like, this was like 10 years before Iraq as well. Holy fuck.
Yeah, he's like, I make weapons, but to sell weapons.
It was probably novel at the time.
Yeah.
But like now it's such like a common
we all are
trope.
We know.
Yeah, it's like, you sell, you make wars to sell. Yeah, that's,
I'm not surprised.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Stark Industries is on the line.
Yeah, come on.
It's funny, watching this one I had like a sudden moment, and this is because I had played it recently, but I had a sort of similar thing with like Metal Gear Solid 1, because that has a very similar plot. Done a lot better in that game.
Yeah.
Despite the problems I have with that game. But I just sort of had that moment where I was like, these were both around the same time frame as well. We really should have predicted the world that we ended up with.
Yeah. You know what they say, history lives in cycles, so.
I don't like the cycle.
No, I don't.
I hate the rhyming. Make it stop rhyming, Lucas.
Yeah. It's not like poetry.
There's no poetry here.
Poetry is ass.
Yeah. Things are like things. I fucking knew it.
Take two, right.
Hey.
Things are like things.
Come on, that's what fucking poetry is. I'm
And
sorry.
And this movie was indeed a thing that happened.
Yeah.
Segue it back.
Wow.
So, you got any more notes?
I have like minor notes where it's just me saying, "Damn, Keith likes murder."
Yeah,
I had
that's sort of his shtick, and he's not in it a whole bunch.
Yeah, I did have the fear that like Keith was gonna be this movie's version of like, was it the Colonel in like 7 Days Rhapsody or whatever, who just shows up
yeah
to be an antagonist for a few seconds, then he disappears again.
Yeah, no,
And that kind of happened until like the last third where he became full character.
because I do think his character made it interesting, where he kind of like got rid of the side guys, and then he was like, I just have Lupin left to get, you know, and then I've collected them all, and I just
gotta kill them all.
No, I don't know who owns that. I don't know. I found it just disappointing overall. His arc. Like, yes, he killed, so to say, Goemon and Jigen, but we knew they were coming back, but still it functioned fine. But then to get to Lupin, I just find just it's very sad. Also, Fujiko just blabbing on to the first guy that's like, yeah, no, I won't hurt you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all, we all know it's a trick.
Yeah,
and
it's a
all
play,
that.
yeah.
But come on.
That is basically
better,
a function
girl.
for most of the movie, though,
Yeah.
Not
Do better,
enough,
girl.
not enough cool Fujiko spy stuff that isn't just flirting with the
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we always say, is this a good Fujiko movie? Is this a bad Fujiko movie?
Yeah.
This feels like a mid.
tries.
This feels like a mid Fujiko movie.
Yeah, it just tries to do she's seductive and she can, flirt her way out of any situation.
But it falls into
until
the
she
trap.
can't.
It falls into the trap where she does that too much, where it just feels like she's just eye candy.
Exactly. Like, I think they have like some sort of shootout thing on the pier at the end.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because Fujiko comes in and like
the best trick
saves.
of the movie, where she just like.
Oh yeah.
Does the only good time the flirting actually feels like a good, satisfying thing.
Yeah.
Where she turns the table and then they just go away.
Yeah.
But then Lupin blows up. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's.
Yeah. Congratulations, you've caused a good distraction.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's what women are for.
Yeah.
That's the perfect.
There's a lot of lines like
Why
that.
did you look at me when you said that? Why did you
You've
look at
been
me?
barking.
Yeah, you have been barking.
And
You're the one we're getting the spray for.
I can still acknowledge that her function in this movie wasn't great.
Yes. No,
But I think that kind of sums up this film in general.
There was a lot of dialogue in this one as well that's basically just women.
Am I right?
Yeah. Drinks coffee.
Yeah. Like, Karen, the nuclear physicist or whatever, could have been such a cool character. And unmemorable. If you ask me, I cannot remember a single thing.
Female characters that they make a point to, like, you think they're going to be strong, but, like, they don't fully commit, it feels like.
They could have made her look not like Fujiko.
Yeah.
They look very similar.
They do look similar enough, yeah.
I'm just remembering like a small side plot. Didn't they send Karen, the physicist, with Zenigata to go on pretend holiday?
Yeah. Yeah. Zenigata, Goemon, and Karen get off at
resort.
Yeah, they actually named the country that they stopped by.
Yeah.
Well, they say it's Alaska at one point, which is
No, that was a ploy.
Yeah, that's a ploy. I know, but
because like as they're on their way to Guam,
the region is it Micronesia?
Micronesia, yeah. They say we're gonna stop off at like whatever other major island in that area. There's fucking 2,000 of them. Come on.
Yeah.
Gotta narrow it down.
Yeah. But yeah, they just sort of go on an island getaway for a bit.
Yeah, no, that could have had so much comedic potential, but they just kind of brush it off as, no, Karen escaped.
Especially with, like, Karen, Goemon, and Zenigata.
That's an interesting dynamic.
Yeah. Exactly. Especially when Zenigata is not interested in catching them at all.
No.
Yeah,
also,
like, he's genuinely their friend for, like, the whole part of that movie.
Yeah.
That should have been the central point of this movie, and it wasn't, and I'm annoyed.
Because they spend 5 minutes in the beginning. Zenigata's pushed off the case. Okay, what's he working on? I have to dismantle this thing, shot. Lupin's like, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, because like the whole point of the film is meant to be that they want Zenigata back on the case.
Yeah.
Most of the film was not about getting Zenigata back on the case.
Yeah, and I feel like if they end it like, or that was maybe sprinkled out throughout, like, we're not doing this because we want to. Like, we might get a pretty penny out of it, but that's not what we're doing.
They start talking about money so much.
Yeah.
That we forget
why
they're doing this.
The last part of the movie, which is the fucking credits, the last line is money, money, money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Must be funny.
Yeah, they got a... Now you've got one. In a rich man's world, am I right?
Oh.
Yeah, they got a space to get that money back. That
should have been its own fucking movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I was, like, skimming through the credits, like, did they just fucking...
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah, this is the interesting thing right here.
Yeah, this is a whole movie. Where like, oh god damn it!
I genuinely thought it was gonna lead into like another like TV special.
Yeah, like it kind of feels like it's setting up like another like the next one or whatever.
Exactly.
But no, it's just the credits thing.
Yep.
No, they just got the money.
I want Lupin in space.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Next movie, we're pitching it today.
But how are they gonna get Fujiko sexy in a spacesuit?
There's ways.
Windows. Skin tight. If it's skin tight, it's fine.
It would be skin tight. Like they would do.
Everyone else has like the traditional big fucking moon suits. She's just like, nah.
This, like, the Simpsons joke where we're just like all the other like members of the family are in like full on spacesuits, and Marge for some reason is in like a leotard.
You know that they would do that though, because they just can't not show off Fujiko's sex appeal. Like
that's what 90% of the audience is there for.
Yeah, that is a core part of our
well, at least a third of it anyway. You know, from this demographic, apparently.
Yeah.
Hey, I find her hot. I just have standards.
So do I. We just apparently very different.
Just replace all your comments about like the motorcycle stuff with like the backless dress, and I'm there.
Look, I can like tasteful hot, but there's something about I don't know what the motorcycle outfit.
I'm glad it was memorable for all of us in different ways. The fact that I made a note on an outfit is fucking insane.
Yeah.
God.
But you're right though.
Yeah, I know. Scores?
7 out of 10.
Yeah,
Perfectly
7.
cromulent.
Yeah.
I said 7.
6.5.
Fair enough.
Works.
There we are. That's
perfect. Yeah.
An episode over and done with.
Don't say it like that.
I don't know how to segue out of it. Like,
thanks for listening.
We don't view this as work, but sometimes we're just very tired.
We've just talked about the most Lupin film that ever existed, and like I don't know how to get out of that. But yeah, no, thank you for listening to this episode of Anime Lane. Get the fuck out, I guess.
Yeah. Leave us alone.
Bye.
Bye.